I just finished my women's improvement call, and I wanted to share 5 important takeaways for you to consider when you think about self-care and why it's so important. First, let's start off with self-care is not a luxury. It's not a reward. It's not something you receive because you've done something. It's a necessity. It's a part of life. It helps you become a better version of yourself, and it puts you in a position to pour into others because you pour into yourself first. So one of the first things that I want to share when it comes to self-care is identifying ways that you can implement self-care and create a routine. Now, when you think about a routine, I always recommend starting off with 15 to 20 minutes of your day. That's right, just 15 to 20 minutes, because sometimes people get intimidated when they think about, I don't have 60 minutes to pour into myself, to do this, to do that. One, self-care is inexpensive. It doesn't require you to spend any money, but think of where you can take 15 to 20 minutes just to pour into yourself, whether that's driving in silence, if you have children after you drop them off to school, or football practice, ballet, dance, whatever it is. Like when you are heading to your next destination, maybe you're just riding in silence. Maybe you're listening to a podcast. Maybe you're listening to an audiobook. Get creative with what the time you have. So look and see where you have 15 to 20 minutes to create a self-care routine. If you're a woman that's busy and on the go, here's another tip. Take mini breaks throughout the day. Now, most jobs, depending on your role and if your salary, or really I should say time card, if your time card, typically you get a lunch and 2 breaks. Well, with those 2 breaks, are you being intentional about recharging and really putting yourself in a good position to get back to work and be productive? Or do you need another break? So what I mean by that is, depending on the job that you work, maybe it's a day where the 2 15-minute breaks or the next break is so far out that you really need to step away for 5 to 10 minutes. Consider that. Give yourself what you need. But sometimes we really need that time to step away to recharge, refocus, and really get ourselves prepared to go through the end of the day. So that's the second item. Take mini breaks. Third, it's the holiday season coming up, and holidays come with busy running around and just doing a whole bunch of things, but do something for yourself. Think of something that you can do this holiday season for the fall, for winter, Thanksgiving, Christmas, or if there's another holiday that you celebrate that you can do for yourself. So I've lived in Texas for 9 years now, and I have never had a Christmas tree. So this year, I am putting up a Christmas tree. I'm decorating. I'm so excited to have fun with that, but I'm taking that opportunity to kind of do something different with my space. So that's something you can do for the holiday. Like, is there a holiday recipe that you can try, whether that's a family tradition or you look something up on YouTube or Google? You can do something fun with your space for fall, for the winter holiday. Like, what can you do to kind of switch it up? Maybe get into something that you really love, like your favorite pajamas, and cuddle up and watch a movie or a show, or just enjoy coffee, tea on the couch, on the patio, something. Like, I have one of my favorite dusters from House of CB. I absolutely love them. And I have 2 in gray. So sometimes, like, I live alone, but if somebody saw me, they'd be like, all right, you're wearing those out. But these are, like, I love these, and I wear them, and I feel good when I wear them. And sometimes I'll put on my favorite PJs, or I love loungewear, so I'll put on some loungewear, and I may throw on my duster and sit and read on the couch. That's something I enjoy. So third item is, like, do something that's related to the holiday season that you can implement self-care and just kind of, not have to spend a lot of money, but it's something that can be fun and different. The fourth item that I would say is make a list of 20 different self-care activities that you would love to do. Self-care activities should be something that you actually are interested in and that you think you would enjoy. And I say think if it's not something you've done already. So you actually have to be interested in it, and you have to enjoy it. Self-care is not a checklist. It's not, oh, let me go to brunch, let me journal, let me read. Like, you may not even like that. Journaling is not for everyone. You don't want to have a self-care activity and it push you to sleep. So think about 20 items, 20 different tasks that you would like to do, narrow it down to your top 10, and then look at your current schedule and see how you can tie those self-care activities into your current schedule. And the goal is to do one self-care activity every day until the end of the year. Let's make it a habit, okay? And the very last thing that I will say is, do not be afraid to pour into yourself. Do not be afraid to pour into yourself. Self-care is not a cliche. Self-care is not a checklist. Self-care is not because everyone's talking about it. Self-care is a necessity for your overall health, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, and physically. Okay? So when you think about your self-care activities, think about how can I pour into myself today, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, but most importantly, don't guilt yourself out of self-care. Don't guilt yourself out of self-care. You deserve it. You deserve it. There's nothing to say that it's your birthday, so you deserve self-care. There's nothing to say that you did great on a presentation at work, so you need self-care. There's nothing to say that you gained 500 new followers or subscribers on one of the social media platforms and you need self-care. It is a basic necessity for every day. And regardless if you are single, if you're married, if you're a parent, you deserve the time to pour into yourself, because what I like to say is no one will take care of Jessica like Jessica will take care of Jessica. So these are just some highlights and takeaways that I had from my November Women's Improvement Call, which was focusing on self-care. We had great engagement. We are going to be taking the month of December off. That's me, giving self-care and setting boundaries for myself. And then we'll come back in January 2023. But if you would like to follow me when it comes to learning about self-love, self-care, healing, I do leadership and development coaching. I am also a certified life coach. And if you're looking for a life coach to help you as you go into the new year, which I'm not a fan of New Year's resolutions, but I get it. So if you're looking for a life coach to help you become a better version of yourself in multiple areas of your life, I can help you emotionally, physically, spiritually, and mentally. I'm not a therapist, but we can talk about some things that may be holding you back and you need to heal. But as a life coach, I'm super passionate about that. I want to help others, but more to come with that. But if you would like to book a session, then you can see the information in the description box of this video. But yes, so important to practice self-care daily, to pour into yourself, and to show others how to treat you. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I hope you have a good day.